Hey guys, it's me again, and I have an amazing dish to share with you. This is my creamy Cajun chicken fettuccine recipe. It's the kind of meal that ignites your taste buds with bold flavors, a creamy velvety sauce, and hearty pasta to bring it all together. I'm going to walk you through how to make it, explore some Cajun culture and ingredients, dive into a few cooking tips and some variations, then tell you how to store it. This dish is sure to make an appearance on your regular weeknight rotation. We're going to start with some boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I'm going to season that with some Tony's, some garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of paprika for some color. After seasoning both sides of my chicken, I'm going to take some avocado oil and place it into a large skillet. Here I used a grill pan, but in hindsight, you're going to see that it splatters grease everywhere. So I do not recommend this grill pan. Look, it's getting everywhere. So I should have just used my regular large skillet. Anyways, I'm going to sear the chicken on both sides and get a nice color on those. So it takes about 3 to 5 minutes per side. After searing both sides of the chicken, I'm going to add some water to my pan and let it come up to boiling. This does a couple of different things. Number one, it's going to cook our chicken thoroughly without making it dry out. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and drop that fettuccine in some boiling water. No, I don't add salt to my pasta water, at least not for this dish, because my creamy Alfredo sauce has plenty of seasoning. Okay, so I've let the chicken cook long enough that the majority of the water has reduced and evaporated. Like I said, this keeps our chicken super moist and tender. It doesn't dry out and it's just so flavorful. So I'm going to remove it from the pan, and I did let it rest on my cutting board for a little bit before I started slicing it into thin pieces. Another great thing about this recipe is if you happen to slice into your chicken breast and they're not completely done, it's okay. You're going to put it into the sauce and the chicken will finish cooking in the Alfredo sauce. So it is very forgiving. A lot of quick pasta dishes use boiled or poached chicken, and it can be convenient and even tender, but it's not going to give you the same chewy texture and deep flavor that pan searing your chicken does. And what about the fettuccine? It's more than just a flat pasta. The wide, thick noodles hold onto rich sauces in a way that spaghetti or angel hair they can't. So when it's tossed with the heavy creamy sauce like this Cajun Alfredo, the fettuccine hugs every bit of flavor. And speaking of flavor, we're ready to make that delicious sauce. So I just took some salted butter and put it into a large pot because, again, I want to make the rest of the dish in this pot. So I need something with high sides. And I added my flour to the melted butter, and this is what we would call a blonde roux. So I really don't want to develop a lot of color here. I just want to cook out the raw flour taste, and that's exactly what I'm doing. It only takes about 1 to 2 minutes. Now it's time to add our liquid ingredients. So I'm going to go with some whole milk here, and I'm going to whisk that in. And I'm going to add a little bit more. Of course, all the measurements can be found on the blog. And I'm also going to add some heavy cream. And this right here is chicken powder. You may know of it as chicken bouillon, but I don't like using the bouillon cubes. I like using the Weiler's chicken powder. That's going to give us another depth of flavor. Then I went in with some grated Parmesan. And again, I'm whisking to incorporate everything together. Now, after I put everything in there and I'm whisking to get rid of all of the lumps, I'm also bringing the temperature back up. So I'm heating it through, going to bring it to a simmer. This is an optional ingredient, red pepper flakes. I like my pasta to have a kick and some spice. This is part of the Cajun part. So definitely use your discretion there. And then we're going to add back in our sliced chicken and stir that. And look how thick our sauce has already become. This is the moment that you want to taste your sauce and adjust the seasoning as needed. And then you're going to add all of that fettuccine and make sure you toss it and get every single one of those noodles coated in that delicious creamy sauce. Serve it with your favorite sides and, of course, some crusty French or garlic bread. And add a sprinkle of fresh parsley or fresh chopped green onions for a pop of color. As always, the full recipe and details can be found on the blog. Try this creamy Cajun chicken fettuccine recipe out tonight and let your kitchen echo with a little bit of Louisiana, no matter where you're from. You have to make this one, guys. You have to.